Guys, back out here on Green Bay today chasing whitefish and walleyes. It's pretty sunny out today and it's pretty cold still, but if I get one tonight, I'm gonna do a catch, clean, and cook, so stay tuned, guys. Here comes one. Come on. Come on. Oh yeah, fish on. Come on. Come on, man, get off the hole. Ooh, it's a nice one. It's a big one. Oh yeah, look at that one. Yeah, that's a nice one. Holy crap. Ooh, this one's a big one. This has gotta be my biggest whitefish in a while. Yeah, no skunk on the gold tungsten. Man, look at that one. That one's got some meat on it. Come on. Dang, that one's got some fight still left in it. Wow. You don't want to give up. Look at that thing. That's a pretty nice one. Yeah, on the board. Ooh, this one just came in super fast. Man, what is that? That thing is huge. Dang. Come back. Ooh, there's a few of them. Ooh, there's a few of them. Come on, come on. Oh, it wants it bad. It wants it bad. Come on. Take it. It wants it bad. Come on. Come on. You know you want this. Oh yeah, fish on. Fish on. Right in the slider. Another nice whitefish. Oh yeah, 2 fish. Come on, man. Another nice fish on the slider. Oh crap. Don't go back in the hole. Stuck on my finger. Oh man. Slimy tangle here. Holy man. I'm all tangled up. Okay. 2 fish. Not bad, not bad. Alright. I guess I have lunch for tomorrow too. Come on. Oh man, I'm all tangled up here. Oh man, I'm so slimy now. One thing about people don't tell you about whitefish is they are slimy. Look at that. That's a nice whitefish right there. All right. 2 in the bucket. Nice. All right, guys, that wasn't too bad. Ended up with 2. I lost 1. And you know, it wasn't too bad at all for a few hours after work. But anyways, I'm gonna be eating these guys tonight, so stay tuned. We're gonna do a catch, clean, and cook, so stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, now I'm back at home now, and I am going to fillet these whitefish, so check it out. So I am using a Rapala fillet knife. This was one of the first knife I ever bought. And one thing always nice to have is a sharpener. This is Sharpen's best sharpener. I love this thing. This thing sharpens all my knives. So first off, I actually like to cut this bottom portion off. It just makes it a little bit easier to fillet. Sometimes you get stuck under here or you go over it and it's a pain in the butt. So just go ahead, chop it off. The other side. So I always like to start with the fish heads towards my left side. This allows me to just get the blade a little flatter against the back spine here. So pretty much first cut is right behind the gill plate, straight down, and then turn your blade And then this is where's the tricky part. So one thing I always like to do is keep the tip of the blade ahead of the back of the blade. So I have this over here while this is back there. This just allows it to slide over the bones instead of going in between and maybe going right through. Alright, there's our first fillet. I'll flip it to the other side and do pretty much the same thing. Behind the gill plate, turn your blade at the tip ahead and slowly just push it across. See, I didn't cut that good. Now I have this fin right here. So go ahead, just trim this part off. There we go, we got our 2 fillets. So not too much meat left on there. There are some eggs in here. They are spawning. So alright, so after you got your 2 fillets, you want to take out the rib bones here. Pretty much just gotta get under it. Get under it, nice and slow slice. Get under it, and then you're gonna want to push back up towards the top. Alright. So now these whitefish have a Y bone, which is running across right here. You can hear that. So it's running across right here. So it's a Y, so the bone's actually pointed towards the top of the body. So what you can do is actually just run your knife on the top side of the bone and make sure you run it along the blade so it kind of just guides the blade across. So slowly cut through like that and just keep slowly working it, and that blade will just kind of run along that bone. Don't force it, don't break through the bones, just let it glide right through there. Okay, now go on the bottom side and kind of cut up towards it. There we go. Alright, now usually I like to just fillet it right off and then I'll cut it off at the end. So just go ahead, get the blade under here. Their skin isn't that tough, so just take your time, don't force it. Just let your blade do the work. There we go. There's our first fillet. Just pull this Y bone out, chop it there, and that's all the meat you waste. Now this fillet should be bone free. Alright, we're going to do the same to the other side. Take out the rib cage, get under the bone there. Slowly run your blade across and try to push back up towards the ribs. Right. Again, if you see these little white spots here, this is the fat. You're going to want to cut that off. If you don't cut that off, you're going to get that really, really fishy taste. So be careful. Make your nice cuts here and
Just trim that away. That's gonna make it taste way better. Alright, now we gotta go to the Y bone. Just run your fingers across there. You can hear it and feel it. And again, the Y is going up, so you're gonna want to start on the top side of the bone. So kind of use your whole blade. This is the only time you really use your whole blade, and just let it glide across there. Don't force it. Don't break the bones. Just let the knife guide yourself along the bones there. Slowly do that until you get to the bottom. Okay. And then now you can do it to the other part, below the Y bone. Okay. Should be good. Now we can fillet this meat off. Again, don't force it. Just let your blade do the work. There we go. Get the Y bone there. I didn't go far enough there, so I'll just go ahead and trim it off a little bit. There you go. Boneless, 2 boneless fillets. It's got some skin on there, but that'll add a little bit of flavor. Again, make sure you get all these little fat pieces off. Those are the fishiest tasting pieces. So I'm actually going to fry this fish. A lot of people think that since it's an oily fish, it's no good for frying, but it's definitely pretty good. So I'm just going to cut it into little chunks, good for frying. There we go. So there's the first fish. We're gonna go ahead and do the second one too. Alright, now that we're inside, we can rinse out these fillets and throw it in a bowl of ice. By throwing it in the bowl of ice, it actually just kind of firms up the meat a little bit, just so it's a little bit easier for the battering part. So I'm actually going to throw it in the fridge now while I clean up, and by the time I'm done cleaning, these should be nice and firm. So, alright guys, now that we're done cleaning, we're going to cook it. So pretty much I'm going to fry it and just do a pretty simple batter here. So after I took out the fish, I put it in a paper towel, just a paper towel to dry. I have flour here with a little bit of salt. I have cornmeal here with a little bit of salt, and then egg whites here with a little bit of salt. So once you have all that set up and this is towel dry, you want to season the fish. Pretty much season to taste and like how you think you want to eat it, and how much salt and pepper you would if you would just eat the fish by itself. So go ahead, salt and pepper it. Alright, so I kind of treat it like a steak, kind of rub it in and mix it all up. First step is to put it in flour. A nice coat of flour on there. And then dip it in the egg white. And then into the cornmeal. And that's your first piece. Now I just gotta do the rest of them. So the reason I'm using cornmeal is it gives it a little bit of crispier, crunchier taste, and compared to like panko breadcrumbs, it doesn't get as burnt as fast. So I always like using cornmeal instead of panko breadcrumbs. So I think the oil here, I'm just using vegetable oil, and I put about like 1/4 to 1/2 inch of oil in the pan. Alright, so that oil looks like it's pretty good, so go ahead and drop it in. Bang! Bang! Good job, buddy. Alright, that piece looks done. That looks like a good piece. Alright, now that we got our fried fish, we can either make a taco or a sandwich. So for the sandwich here, I toasted some bread, and I'm actually gonna I toasted the bread. I'm actually gonna put some spicy mayo on there, so pretty much sriracha and mayo. The more sriracha, the more spicy, of course. I'll go ahead, put it on the bread. Don't be shy of this stuff, you can load it up. Alright. Go ahead and put your pieces on there. Trying to play Tetris here. Nice long piece. Sure. Your lettuce on there. A little bit of tomatoes. Your pickles. These are some bread and butter homemade pickles. And then your onions. I'm a big onion guy, so I like to load it up. And cheese is optional. Some people like it, some people don't. So I should have put the cheese on first, but oh well. Alright, and then for the sandwich, for the taco, I have some lettuce, avocados, onions, and tomatoes in here. Go ahead, just throw a few pieces in there. Go ahead, garnish with some cilantro, some cheese, some jalapenos. Got a little bit of cheese sauce here. And then squeeze some lime on there. Alright guys, there you have it. Here is my fish sandwich. And here's my taco. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed me fishing on Green Bay for whitefish. And looks like I brought home dinner, and I hope you guys try this out. It's pretty damn good. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching.